Bow, bow. Bow, bow.
Hello, my name is Cassandra Watson.
And I'm Ariel Pompelli.
And this is Box News. World War II has just ended with the outcome of the democratic United States and the communist Soviet Union becoming superpowers.
In addition, many regions are starting to try to break away from their imperial powers. This is predicted to be an age of decolonization. And also...
What the heck? When did I start watching the news?
Nationalism is beginning to take place in sub-Saharan Africa. African nationalists are celebrating their blackness in contrast to their European colonial rulers. African intellectuals are establishing a movement to promote negritude, which revives Africa's great traditions. Poets and writers express a widely shared pride in Africa. Here's Bernard Dadier's poem, Dry Your Tears, Africa.
Hit it, piano. Dry your tears, Africa. Your children come back to you, out of the storms and squalls of fruitless journeys, over the gold of the east, and the purple of the setting sun, the peaks of proud mountains, and the grasslands drenched with light. They return to you, and our senses are now opened to the splendor of your beauty, to the smell of your forests, to the charms of your waters, to the clearness of your skies, to the caress of your sun. Thank you.
Well, dude, that just really killed my mood.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Watson and this is Box News. The British Empire has finally liberated India and given this nation independence. But there is still much tension in India between Muslims and Hindus. Over the course of weeks of attacks on both Muslims and Hindus, Muhammad Ali Jinnah of the Muslim League has proposed the partition of India, a Hindu India and a Muslim Pakistan. However, Gandhi and Nehru disagree on this proposal and look towards peace for both religions in a single India. But after the rise of tension and violence, the partition of India became a reality. Millions of people died during a migration to either Muslim Pakistan or Hindu India. This is all the information we have on the situation of India and the newly independent Pakistan. Once again, my name is Cassandra Watson and this is Box News.
News again? I thought I got rid of you. Queen Elizabeth!
Whoa, it's Queen Elizabeth!
We got Queen Elizabeth here, visiting Ghana, celebrating their independence and equality. We see many colonial rulers here, as well as many African rulers. You can really see the tension here. Now, we also might think that she's here because Ghana is part of the Commonwealth of the British. She also, might be here because many of the other revolutions are very bloody. She's celebrating how they did this very peacefully.
Okay, we gotta catch up, man.
Dude, I'm not into celebrity gossip.
Hello, I'm Bear Grylls, and this is Man vs. Wild. But first, to refresh myself, I must drink my own pee. Just joking. We're here in Nicaragua looking for exotic plants and animals, but unfortunately, a lot of this beautiful scenery is off limits due to the Nicaraguan rebellion. The recent fall of the Somoza clan led to the Marxist Sandinistas taking control of Nicaragua, but the recent friendliness to the USSR has unnerved President Ronald Reagan of the United States of America. In Reagan's fury against these communists, he hired the Contras. The Contras are a group of counter-revolutionary guerrillas who have been trying to take down the Sandinistas, which is why most of Nicaragua is off limits. And that's my cue! This has been Bear Grylls, and this is Man vs. Wild!
Dude, I don't want to see people die.
Now we're back to 60 Minutes. Did Vietnam have a difficult time keeping nationalist struggles separate from the Cold War?
Yes, in fact, they became deeply involved in the Cold War.
After World War II, did Vietnam engage in any battles for independence?
Yes, they began to battle the French colonial control led by Ho Chi Minh.
Did Vietnam gain their independence in the end?
Yes, they defeated the French at their fortress in Dien Bien Phu in 1954. After the French defeat, France had to sue for peace. In the Geneva Peace Conference of 1954, Vietnam was divided at the 17th parallel. The North was controlled by communist forces and Ho Chi Minh. the South remained in the hands of the non-communists. U.S. President Dwight Eisenhower applied the domino theory to Vietnam. He violated the terms of the Geneva Agreements by avoiding elections and sought to prevent the spread of communism. Since there were no elections, a highly unpopular leader was brought to power. Dien Diem was the first president of the Republic of South Vietnam. Because Diem and the U.S. democratic reforms were not supported, North and South Vietnam engaged in war. This war involved the United States. This war ended in a stalemate and a long struggle for independence remained.
Finally, something interesting.